Tap in the comments if you remember Sally and Ray McNeil. They both were bodybuilders. Sally was a white lady that was a bodybuilder from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Ray McNeil was a big black dude. They actually got married. They were introduced by a friend of Sally's to each other. After knowing each other for 2 months, they got married. This was a very, very toxic relationship. 3 days after they got married, he already started abusing her and her 2 children who were not his children. This was a very toxic relationship, and when it was all said and done, in February 1995, Sally ended up unaliving Ray McNeil, and she ended up paying the price for it because she did about 20 or 25 years straight in prison for unaliving him. There was a lot of reports of abuse. Child services was always at their house. The neighbors knew what was going on. I just don't understand how she had to do all 20 or 25 years after what was going on. But when the act happened, they saying that it could have been avoided. That was the whole thing about it. This is a case about Sally and Ray McNeil. They were stationed in Camp Pendleton. Tap in. I know somebody that's watching this remembers this case. Tune in. Let me read the rest to you. McNeil was arrested in 1990 for brandishing a firearm at Loudon and smashing the windows of his vehicle with a metal bar. Loudon was her first husband. She had been arrested previously for assaulting a mailman who had slapped her son John after he had a fight with the mailman's son. She slapped him. That was justified. Oh, she assaulted him. Okay. He had slapped her son. Okay. McNeil attacked one of Ray's lovers at a bodybuilding show, pinning her to the floor and hitting her repeatedly. But Sally did not play. This resulted in the National Physique Committee suspending her for 1 whole year. It is thought she also physically took her anger out on her husband, pulling a gun on him for the first time before being pepper sprayed by police officers. She was off the hook. In 1993, Sally was confronted by a club bouncer for dancing on the tables. Drunk and not wanting to do what he told her, Sally kicked him in the face 3 times. When police arrived, she threatened to unalive them. She had a lot of stuff going on, y'all. This was, whatever she was going through with her husband seemed like mutual combat to me. And that's why she got all that time, because she could avoid it. She shot him while he was on the ground. Now, granted, I guarantee he was doing all the stuff they said he was doing. He definitely was, but the icing on the cake is when he spent Valentine's Day with his side piece and not his wife. But hey, appreciate y'all tuning in. Salute. Let me tell y'all something too. Don't get it twisted. This lady was violent. She was violent. She had a violent streak. She even got in a fight with a mailman. Her son got in a fight with the mailman's son. Well, this was justified. The mailman did something to her son, and she smacked him. She done bust out windows. She done keyed cars, everything. She had a lot of stuff going on upstairs. But check the rest of the story out. On February 14, 1995, Sally called 911 telling them, "I just shot my husband because he just beat me up." Earlier in the night, Ray was on a date with Marianne Myers, a fellow member of Gold's Gym, instead of Sally on Valentine's Day. And that's cold. Sally was about to go out and find where Ray was, but he turned up after 9:15 p.m. Sally claimed and maintained that she shot Ray in self-defense when he, spurred by roid rage, began choking her after she accused him of adultery. The police transcripts read that Ray slapped her, pushed her down on the floor, and started choking her. McNeil squirmed away, ran into the bedroom, and took a sawed-off shotgun out of his case in the closet. Sally then shot Ray twice, once in the abdomen and once in the jaw. Her bail was set at $100,000. Out of loyalty, this was paid for by McNeil's wrestling clients and others from the muscle worship community. Trial and conviction. Evidence arose during Sally's trial that questioned the validity of the story she had given, including her body language during the initial police interview, trajectory of the rounds fired into Ray, one of which had been fired while he was on the floor, and the blood splatter on their living room lamp. That's how she ended up doing all the time, okay. In addition, no DNA of Sally's was found on Ray, which eliminated any forensic evidence to back up her story. In 1996, she was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 19 years to life. After numerous appeals on a variety of grounds, including improper jury instructions, McNeil's conviction was initially overturned by the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which resulted in the granting of a writ of habeas corpus. The state of California then appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court, which reversed the Ninth Circuit's ruling and remanded the case back to that same venue for further action, relying on information and instructions from the Scottish opinion. The Ninth Circuit Court reconsidered the matter on March 29th, issued their opinion, ruling in favor of the state and reinstating her original conviction. They ain't spared nothing. McNeil served her sentence at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla, California. Her parole was granted by the California Department of Corrections Rehabilitation May 29th, 2020. So 95, 2005, 12, she did 25 years, y'all. Following her release, McNeil married Norfleet Stewart, whom she met through Veterans Transition Center Support Group. She currently resides in Northern California. She love that chocolate, don't she, y'all? I appreciate y'all tuning in. Salute.